Good evening, everybody. San Antonio presente. Well, first of all, I want to introduce the love of my life and the rock of our family, my wife, Erica Prosper. You know our son, Jonah, he's also the comedian of the family. I was asked when I walked in just now, 10 minutes ago, what I felt. I just feel grateful. I feel very grateful. This is the first time, I think, in our city's history that the turnout is hotter than the weather for a runoff election. And you know how hard this last month has been. I will tell you, and I think you know, that I've never worked harder in my life to make sure that this city was well represented than over the last 2 years, but certainly over the last month, where we had to remind folks that we can be a city for everyone. And it doesn't matter where you live, who you are, when you got here, who you love, what you do for a living, what your status is. You can have a city that respects you, that treats you fairly. That's what we've always stood for. And so this has been a long battle, a fight for what's right for San Antonio and for every single one of our families. And it feels very good that we're in the driver's seat right now. And there's some cold beer flowing to make sure we get to the end of the night and we put this to bed just right. But my heart is really filled with gratitude right now for everyone who has put their elbows into this race, who maybe was not sure, who maybe felt like they were left behind, who maybe felt like the bureaucracy had taken control instead of the spirit of San Antonio. So I want to specifically thank the hard-working volunteers of this committee, this campaign, the Texas Organizing Project, who represent so many of the forgotten members of our community. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen, for the work that you've done on this campaign. I want to thank our hard-working labor unions of San Antonio as well. Those who grind away building our city, making sure that we're safe, making sure that we're doing the right thing. Thank you very much for all that you do for us, for this community. Certainly, thank you to our members of our Rainbow Coalition of San Antonians. What started as a few small but mighty group of people who felt like they were being neglected, not listened to, who knew they had a champion in the mayor's office, the LGBTQ community, those who stand in ally with everyone in this city. Thank you. You still have a champion in the mayor's office. And I love the Rainbow Coalition because it's not just members of the LGBT community. It's allies. People who reject the false choice between having to choose between your faith and dignity for every person. That's an important value here in San Antonio. I certainly want to thank the young people that are here today. They aren't just giving their parents, they're giving their time and their summer vacations. And if I can think of one great reason to work hard as a public servant in the city of San Antonio, they're standing right here. So I hope you're going to stay with us. It's going to be a fun party. We've got a long night ahead of us just to make sure we put this to bed. Feels good to be in the driver's seat, but make sure you visit your friendly folks at the friendly spot. Thank you, Jody and Steve Newman, for hosting us tonight. And I want to just tell you again how much I am grateful for all of you, the community of San Antonio, for rising up and making sure that their voices are heard in this election. That means more to everyone in this community than you will never know. So before we wrap up this portion and we go into an intermission, I want to introduce my wife, Erica Prosper, again to say a few words. I am very proud. Actually, before I do that, this is historic, actually. It's a very historic night. San Antonio will have an all-female majority city council. And I certainly want to make mention to the fact that when the arrows are pointed at you during a tough campaign, sometimes you look over your shoulder to see who has your back. I see the Rainbow Coalition. I see TOP. I see the workers of San Antonio. I see the women of San Antonio. So thank you to my colleague, Shirley Gonzalez, for a warm welcome. Thank you to my new colleagues, Melissa Havdra Cabello, who will be representing District 6. Adriana Rocha Garcia, who will be representing District 4. District 2, still in the balance, but I do want to congratulate the two members of that ballot. But as you've seen, Jada Sullivan is in the lead right now. We'll see how that race turns out, but we will have a female majority San Antonio City Council, and it's about darn time, don't you think?